I thought he would be the worst, but I was wrong. After that smoke cleared came the ghosts, echoes of honor. Jim's Story, Episode 5, The Road to Nowhere. I thought he would be the worst, but I was wrong. After the smoke cleared came the ghosts. We were pulled out after 14 days of hell. Our eyes were glassy, our boots soaked in memories. Command gave us a week to rest. I didn't sleep once, not really. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw that school, the tripwires, the chalkboard. They say your body heals faster than your mind. That's true, but my soul, that stayed shattered. A chaplain gave us prayer cards. I folded mine into a lighter. I needed fire, not words. Then came new orders, a rural hamlet, Quang Tro province, soft target, they said. Pacification mission. Pacification, that's a fancy word for clean up the mess, and we were the mob. Our chopper landed near rice fields, and silence, women with blank stares, kids barefoot in mud. We set up camp near a school that had no windows left. It looked like it had been bombed. Maybe it had. Locals didn't smile, didn't talk, just watched, eyes like knives. We handed out rice and water, medicine too. Some accepted it, most just nodded, suspicious. I saw a boy holding a tin toy, looked homemade. His eyes met mine, he didn't blink. That night I cleaned my rifle slower than usual. My hands weren't dirty, my thoughts were. Corporal Dean said he heard movement in the tree line. We shined lights, nothing there, but it was never nothing. Second day, we patrolled the fields, found fresh boot prints, not ours. The lieutenant said, could be locals. Sarge said, could be VC. We dug foxholes near the road, laid wire, posted watches. It was routine, but it felt like a trap. A local girl came by with a basket, said her father needed help. Sarge and the guys went. They didn't come back. We found them an hour later, one alive, barely. Sarge had been shot twice. One kid was gone. The survivors said they walked into an ambush, classic L shape, well planned. That night we surrounded the village. No one moved. No one slept. I saw a man praying under a tree. I almost shot him. My finger was on the trigger. But he looked up, just a man, just afraid. I lowered the rifle. In the morning, we searched homes, found nothing, just eyes filled with fear. Corporal Dean punched a wall, said, we're chasing shadows. The sun was hot to hot, made everything shimmer, made us see things. One guy swore he saw his mother in the field. Turned out it was just a scarecrow. We were losing it, all of us, but no one said it. No one ever did. Then came the explosion. Booby trap, buried under a water pot. 2 Marines down, 1 lost a leg. We fired into the jungle, no return fired, just birds fleeing, silence. A captain flew in by chopper, told us to maintain presence, whatever that meant. I asked him, "Do you even know where we are?" He didn't answer. That night, Sarge asked if I had matches. I did. He lit a cigarette and said, "This ain't war, it's a ghost hunt." I dreamed of Molly. She was crying. In the dream, holding a baby I hadn't met. I woke up sweating, rifle in my hands. No baby, no Molly, just mud. The next day, a boy approached camp, said he found something. It was a helmet, American bloodstain. It belonged to one of ours. We gave the kid a candy bar. He didn't smile, just walked away, silent. Later, Sarge said he's marking our position. At night, I couldn't stop watching the tree line. Every shadow moved. We started hearing tapping sounds like Morse code. No one could trace it. Teens said they're playing with us. I believed him. Every hour felt like a game we were losing. I cleaned my rifle again, this time for real. The fog rolled in, thick, cold. It felt like a warning. Then a voice called out, small, childlike, from the field, "Help me." We raised our rifles, but I couldn't move. Dean moved first. He shouted, "Identify yourself." But the field stayed quiet. Then the shot came, one single pop. Dean dropped. We opened fire. Full panic, the field lit up with tracers and fear. The child's voice was gone, only the sound of gunfire and our own breathing. After 5 minutes, the world went silent again. Dean was alive, barely. The medic patched him, said he was lucky. I didn't believe in luck anymore. Sarge ordered a sweep. We found shell casings, no bodies, just mud. And a doll lying face down in the grass. Its head was cracked. We pulled back to camp, laid wire, doubled the watch. No one spoke. That night I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about the voice, the trap. How many times had they used a kid's voice to lure us in? It worked every time because we wanted to believe something innocent remained. But innocence doesn't live in the jungle. The next day, we burned the edge of the field. It didn't feel right, but it felt necessary. Ash filled the air, trees crackled, even the birds didn't return. The villagers watched from afar. One old woman cried. I looked away. I didn't want to see what we'd become. Later, Harris sat beside me, said, "You know this ain't gonna end well, right?" I nodded. We both knew it, but we were already too far in. 2 days passed, quiet. Then we found the tunnel. It was hidden beneath a collapsed shack, covered in palm leaves. Inside, ammo, maps, and something worse, a list. It had names, our names, first and last, unit numbers. My name was circled. I sat down, stared at that paper, like it might come alive. Sarge burned the list, said, "No one outside this camp sees this," understood. We all nodded, but that night I started shaking. They knew who we were, where we were, what we'd do next. This wasn't war. It was a hunt, and we were the ones being stalked. A few guys talked about deserting. I didn't blame them. I thought about it too, but I stayed. I always stayed. Then came the final trigger. A patrol went missing. 3 guys, no radio, no sign. We searched for 12 hours, found boots, blood, and a dog tag. It belonged to Harris. My throat went dry. I couldn't move, couldn't breathe. Sarge put his hand on my shoulder, said nothing, didn't have to. We never found his body, just that tag and his watch. I wear it to this day, still ticks, still reminds me. We pulled out the next morning, new orders, new unit, same war. As the chopper lifted, I looked back. The village looked the same, but I knew better. War doesn't change landscapes, it changes men. I left part of me in that jungle, maybe the best part. That night I wrote Molly again. I told her about Harris and about the doll. I didn't know if she'd understand, but I had to tell someone. I ended the letter with one line, I don't know who I am anymore. Next stop, the Mekong Delta. They said it was calmer there. But calm means something different in Vietnam. It means deep water, thick silence, and ghosts you don't see coming. Next time, I'll take you to the Delta, where the river swallows everything, even your soul. We arrived in the Mekong like ghosts drifting into a dream, but dreams can turn. The air was thick, hot, not just heat, but something heavier. The Delta had its own weight. We floated into our new outpost by boat. The water brown. Why? Endless. Locals waved. Kids laughed. It felt wrong, like the war hadn't arrived yet, but it had. Our base was a raised hut on stilts with sandbags stacked around the edges. Command said we were to assist local patrols, keep the peace, whatever that meant. Our interpreter, Ba, was young, maybe 17, sharp eyes, quiet voice. He told us, BC come at night, but never same way twice. That first night I slept with one eye open, the other watched the shadows move. Sounds carried over water, frogs, engines, whispers. I never trusted what I heard. A week passed. We built rapport, helped fix roofs, shared cigarettes with the elders. One day, a girl gave me a flower, a lotus. She smiled. I almost forgot where I was. But reminders came fast. One night, a patrol didn't return. We found their boat half sunk in the reeds. No bodies, just blood and silence. Sarge said, Delta eats you slowly. Next morning, we laid traps, tripwires, cans, claymores. Bob warned, they'll adapt, they always do. On a patrol, we entered a village where no dogs barked. That was the first sign. Then came the second, every door shut, every face hidden. And then the third, a child standing alone, still to come. We backed out, no shots fired, but we all felt it. The teeth of the trap never sprung. Later, we found a claymore tie under our boat, diffused it barely. From then on, every step felt borrowed. We rotated night watches. No one slept 2 hours straight. Sometimes we heard music, Vietnamese folk songs drifting from somewhere unseen. I started writing again, not to Molly, to Harris. You'd like this place, I wrote, not peaceful, but honest. One morning, we saw smoke upriver, a friendly outpost, gone. We found a survivor, burned hands, shaking, whispered one word, trap. We buried the dead ourselves, said no prayers, just worked in silence. Bob began teaching me phrases I wanted to understand more, to connect. He said, understanding doesn't make war smaller, but it makes it hurt less. One day, we got ambushed in the reeds. I slipped, lost my rifle, fought with fists. Dean pulled me out, shot 3 VC, saved my life. I never said thanks. That night, I offered him my last cigarette. He took it without a word. In late April, Ba disappeared, no sign, just gone. Some thought he fled, others thought worse. I searched 3 days, found nothing but footprints near the mangroves. On the 4th day, someone left a note under my helmet. It said, "Thank you, go home." I never told command, never asked questions, just nodded to the river. A week later, I got orders, rotation stateside. It didn't feel real. The night before I left, I sat by the dock. Dean joined me. "You think we'll be okay?" I asked. Dean said, "Doesn't matter, we keep going." The boat came at dawn, slow, silent. I stepped in, looked back, no goodbyes, just ghosts waving in the mist. Vietnam didn't end for me that day, not really. I carried it home, still do, in my bones, my dreams. Next time, I'll tell you what happened when I landed back in the States, because not all wars end overseas. End of episode 5. If you watched this far, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.